John, forget what Suge said about me. Let's see what Wack got to say to him. Because he went on Wack too. And Suge, once again, man, I do apologize to you about putting that out there, defending Wack for paying for the funeral services. And I get why you're upset, and you should be. But we apologize. Me and you talked about that. And so I thought that was water under the bridge. Hopefully this is, like I said, old footage, old an old interview that the Snitch No Joke decided to put up. But who knows? But it's obviously you feel that way. So seriously, about our parents, I know you took a tap at mine, talking about my daddy like like a hoe. Well, okay. We know who daddy really. You remember the situation when I changed the locks at your mama's house in Compton and you got mad at me for giving your daddy the key? You want me to tell that story, big dog? We know too much here. Why you? Oh man, we know too much. But I'm gonna get Wack on the phone. I'm gonna let Wack respond to your ass. I'm gonna get Wack to respond to your ass. And John, yeah, I'll let you ask Wack the questions because I don't feel like arguing with that nigga today. But we'll let John read the questions and let Wack respond to the video that he got because he gave Snitch No Joke and Gap to some content. Those niggas ain't had no content all week. So let me get Wack.
Welcome back, Wack. I wanted to get your thoughts and your response to Suge Knight's latest interview, speaking on Reggie and yourself. So I just wanted to see, did you hear it first? And then in a minute, I'll go through all the stuff he said.
Yeah, I heard it. I just heard it. I mean, when you know Suge and understand him, right? You know when Suge could talk to you in different ways, right? It's one time when he angry or confused. It's another time when he just ain't got nothing to talk about and he really want to talk to you. Now, when he start to lie and just make up shit, right? That's when you kind of know, like, okay, maybe he want to talk to me, or maybe this nigga is just he didn't. I mean, me and Reggie know he been ran out of shit to talk about. Everything I've been hearing, it's like, bro, where are you getting this from, and why are you denying these things? Rez, the dude denied paying Baby Lane to take the stand. And part of this is your fault because you be over there knowing what's going on. One minute you hate him, next minute y'all on the phone cool. And then when he cuts your throat, then you want to unleash what's real. And you know the real. I know the real. Gentle Heart Reg. If his eyeballs ain't dilating and real wide and he ain't leaning into the camera, he leave him alone. But yeah, I mean, he said all kind of crazy shit. Which is one of them? He said, "I never been to death row office." Hey, should put that on my power rule that I've never been to death row office. Yo, Red.
Yeah, I can't
Yo,
believe the things Suge say lately.
yo, Red. Listen, we just go name. I'm gonna name just a couple
I'll let
prominent
John ask
times.
it. Oh, okay. Oh, you
No, I'm
talking
gonna
about
name
incident.
three prominent times.
Okay.
My real beef with Del Dog started because of Suge. Del Dog had a meeting which he orchestrated through Tony Muhammad. He said, Wack, I want you on point in the parking lot to receive them and let them niggas know who they coming to see, right? So, we had all the homies on the second floor lined up on the wall. When Del Dog came in, I let everybody in but him. I told him, go put your pistol up. They had an excursion back then. It was like 6, 7 of them niggas. He like, you didn't search them? I said, I ain't gonna search them, nigga, but I know you got one. I ain't tripping them because I already knew what it was on the second floor. I'm just power checking him. because Suge is letting me know, dude think he more than what he is. Let's let the nigga know he in the presence of us. So he gonna put it up. He come on through there. We get up there. We go into the boardroom, and Dale Dog had a little artist, and as fast as Dale Dog could press play on the music, as long as it took Suge to pull the cigar out, clip it, fire it up, take a toke, he said, all right, I heard enough. I'm cool, I pass on it. Right? Okay, that's one key moment. Let me take you on another key moment. Tony Lane. You sent some niggas over there to DJ sent some niggas over there to press DJ Quick. Tony Lane didn't take too kindly of it. OG Tony Lane from Treetop, right? Because that was his artist, management, whatever it was. Tony Lane came up to death row. We ain't fucking with that nigga like that. If he come back here, you know what we gonna do to him. So I told him not to open the gate because I knew what that meant. Third time was when I got the call, Wack, you with the realest? Yeah, I'm with him. He with me right now. I need to holler at him, bring him to the row. That's all you told me. I brought Realist up to the row. Realist had just got that Lexus, 430 Lexus, whatever it was, four-door. Bring Willis up to the row. We come to the second floor. Niggas get to locking doors like they gonna do something to Willis. Hold on, Suge. You told me you wanted to holler at the homie. He with me. So if this happened, it looked like I lined him up. This can't happen. You got to do this on your time. So I'm going to take the homie. We're going to walk out of here, and I'm going to get him to safety, and then wherever y'all go from there, y'all go from there. I'm going to leave those three. I could talk about old girl who you brought the nice, pretty Cadillac for, nicely built, who came running out of the penthouse calling you a sick fuck because you tried to pull out and do something to her rear, and then you tried to use parquet butter. We can talk about that shit too. Or, you know what? Or, Reg, we could talk about the numerous times where you held up meetings because you wanted to go ride your fucking motorcycle through Beverly Hills like you was really in the streets, and the security had to follow you around, and we had to wait for you to get back to continue whatever it was we was going to do. Or we could talk about the many times before you came home, or we could talk about when I had to pick your ass up that time for that shop Reggie turned you on to. I think it was out in Ontario, Rim Shop. I think it was your people, Reg. I believe it was, right?
Yeah. I forget the Muhammad dude or something like
Yeah, the
that.
rim shop when he
Yeah.
put the rims on the Range Rover that the homegirl got that she ended up repossessing later on, the white joint, right? And I had to bring your ass back. I mean, the list go on and on. I mean, fuck the office, nigga, the motherfucking yacht, the boat, the penthouse is on motherfucking Wilshire. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, I don't get what are you talking about, bro? Like, it's weird. That ain't no accolade of mine, but nigga, like, to deny that's what it was is like kind of crazy.
Yeah. We're gonna go to another one. Go ahead, John.
What's
Okay.
another one? What's another
Another
one,
one
John?
was he said Wack has always been little broed. First there was Jimmy Hinchman. When you in the game got caught with 200 guns and no one went to jail. And then Birdman little broed you, and then Draws little broed you.
Okay. So, Big U, I'm 48 right now. Big U is 50. He'll be 59 November 29th. Him and Game share the same birthday. So Big U's roughly 10, 11 years older than me. Um, Jimmy Hinchman, shit, I just know Jimmy because that was Game's manager. I don't know what, me and Jimmy ain't never did no business. The only thing I did for Jimmy was when Suge lied on him at the Lil Wayne Game, My Life video, told a bunch of homies that's the nigga that killed Pac, little homies, and had them stirred up thinking they was gonna do something to him. We put a stop to that. And Jimmy, I made the phone call for Jimmy. I think Reggie, I told you about that call. Something happened at the what's the mall over there, bro? The one where Javier's is at now. off of Santa Monica.
Central City.
Yeah, Century City. I guess Suge was leaving Century City Mall. He seen Jimmy somewhere at a light, right? Um, Something happened where Jimmy hopped out on foot and ran from him. I don't know nothing about none of this. Jimmy calls me, hey, Wack, what up? Hey, man, give Suge a call for me. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I clicked over, called the nigga, hey, Suge, Jimmy on the phone. Oh, little bitch, you run real fast, right? He like, yeah, you thought you had me, but you didn't. I did what I had to do to get away. He said, but listen, I'm going to let you know while Wack on the phone. I'm the one had your ass popped in Florida, in Miami. Next time I'm gonna spend another 5,000 and make them raise that barrel up a little higher. So now that you know it's me, we want to see what you working with. I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. That was the conversation. Other than that, I'm gonna be real, Reggie. I don't know about you, but Jimmy was one of them dudes. If he was in LA, you didn't see him unless he wanted you to. I couldn't tell you spots outside of the W Hotel in Westwood that he was no they they would say that's where he would be, but Jimmy didn't really hang out with motherfuckers. If he did, I didn't know him. So, Jimmy was Jimmy Henchman. You couldn't take nothing from him back then. As you can't take nothing from Haitian Jack. I know both of them. I'm more of a brother to Haitian than Jimmy, but that's what that was. As far as Birdman, Birdman has always been who he's always been. I will tell you this. I wasn't little bro when you was begging me to call Birdman to help with your attorney fees. Right? Now, what I didn't do, as a good brother, you know what I didn't do, Reg? I never called Birdman and mentioned it to him. I never even put Birdman in that type of situation to even ask that coming from me. I'm going to tell you why, Reg. It's the reason why Suge himself didn't attempt to reach out to Birdman. See, when Suge himself has that relationship, he's going to do it himself because nothing's stronger in Suge's mind than him speaking to somebody he has a relationship, right? He's never going to send a middleman to ask somebody that he has a relationship with to speak for him. So now we got to ask ourselves, why did you ask Wack to reach that way? Because he knew Wack had business with Birdman, right? Is Birdman a big brother? Would I consider Birdman a big brother? If you ask me right now, Wack, do you consider Birdman a big brother? I would absolutely say yes to that. As Reggie, I see you a big brother. My motherfucking ego ain't that big to where I'm not gonna respect those that was there before me and that's older than me and that has helped me or assisted me in any way when they didn't have to. So I don't know about him, but I ain't K Slay's another big brother. I got many big brothers, right? He mentioned Big U. Big U will be 59 years old as well, right? And yeah, I considered him at one time a big brother. Now let's talk about being little brother. Well, everybody knows that when it came to the Wack Big U business, Wack was was the end of the business. When Wack met Reggie, Wack didn't know nothing about the business. So as a big brother, Reggie didn't mind answering questions that I asked about the business, as did Dub C, as did Mac 10, as did Ice Cube, and a host of others who didn't mind entertaining me and answering questions that I had. That helped me get to where I'm at today. So, I mean, I don't know what you mean by little brother to me. I mean, shit. Bro gave me some big budgets. As we seen, I worked. I got another one coming when Blueface come home, if I want it. So, I mean, I don't know if that's. I don't know what saying he little bro you mean. Do I tell you I see Birdman as a big brother? I tell you I see K Slay. I seen Big U at one time as a big brother. Anybody that got me by a motherfucking decade or better, I'm gonna always salute them as a big brother, as youngsters salute me as big bro or unc. So You know, that's what that is. Shit, I ain't got no problem with that. But my business always been straight. I mean, I don't know what he referring to as far. I bet you this. Suge never got no business, no contracts, no paperwork, no deals, or a dime, or no none of that out of none of them men. I know that. I mean, I got contracts, budgets. You know, I got all that shit. So you know, if Big Bro looked out for Little Bro and opened up 5 million here, 3 million there, and 2 million there, shit, all right, well, shit. I guess I've been a, a I must have been a fruitful little brother because he's definitely being a great big brother. What's the next one?
The next one is he said when Nipsey gets killed, you said he was gay, you said he was a punk because his bodyguard fired you up, and that you should have knocked on his door and asked him to run it back because that's what he would have done.
Okay. Well, we're gonna really talk about this. For one, nobody's bodyguard never touched me, put their hands on me. That never happened. Two, he attempted to, he swung, he missed, he ran. Like literally ran. Like nigga ran out of here, jumped the gate. That's why I was so upset the security guard stopped me from hitting that gate. Two, um, I never said Nipsey was gay. I just said he's on some videotapes with his baby mother and another man, and he did some things that we don't do. I never really told you what he did. I mean, I got all the access to all the text messages and videos, but I didn't wait till he died. It's just when he died, that's when they brought the content. I mean, shit, if somebody would have brought it to me while he was here, it damn sure would have been addressed. Um, as far as what Suge said he would have did if somebody did something to him. Okay,
That's funny.
well, here
That's the
we go.
funniest shit.
Cause we watched Bone from Athens Park fire your shit up. He fired your shit. First he told you numerous times, get your bitch ass out the truck. Let's get out. Right there on 142nd. Right behind Tams. Right there, nigga. Rose Central, 142nd, Big Knob House behind you, Tams, you in the right there, off the deuce, as they call it. Fired you wouldn't get out. He jumped on the side of your truck, fired your shit up. Suge, you are doing 28 years with 85% or 80% because you were scared to get out and have a fight with Bone from Athens Park Bloods. If you would have got out and had to fight with the one man, Terry Carter still be alive and you still be free. You might would have got your ass whooped. I don't know. Whatever you or Bone would have, y'all, you'd have been welled and healed up. It's been what, 10, 11, 12 years now, right? You would have been healed up, right? You would have been free. So don't tell me about what you would do in situations like that because we all witnessed you get your shit fired up, called out, and out of pure fear, you took your pickup truck and used it as a weapon, ran over Bone, and killed your own homeboy, ran him over because you were scared to death. That's what it
Let's
is.
not forget about Greg the Barber and
Greg the
Akon
Barber.
Bodyguard.
Greg the Barber knocked your ass out. That's my partner today. You know, he been asking me to interview. Nigga, you tried to press Greg because you was in there with 4, 5 homies. You wasn't even in there with them. Homies were just in there. So you were in their vicinity and made it look like they was with you. The security of the club put Greg out. Greg, instead of going home, waited for you an hour and a half, 2 hours. When you came out the club, Greg walked up on you and told you, what's happening now, nigga? Let's get out and knocked your ass out. Right? And knocked your ass right the fuck out. Big job. And you know what? You gonna make me go get the paperwork. You know, we can go get that paperwork, Reg. All I gotta do is get Big Job first and last name. Everything's gonna be there. I'm gonna call and get that. But Big Job knocked your ass out in Arizona in the club in Phoenix. What did you do? Ran back to Inglewood, met us at the shop, nigga. You know it was me and a bounty hunter and two West Side Power Rules at the shop in Inglewood. 319 was the address, nigga. And told us they had some niggas rush you. Not knowing that the homies was there and already told us what time it was. I called the dog and told the homie blood on his own. That was one man thing. I know Ja. Ja was a fan of Suge, had respect for Suge. For him to fire Suge shit up, them niggas actually Suge got him by a little height. They both, Ja ain't no little nigga, but you know Suge had him beat with the height and weight and handle your business. So Suge, we got numerous occasions where you done been fired on, knocked out, ain't did nothing. Greg right now still riding around with Undisputed on motorcycles and cutting hair at the same barbershop he never started cutting at. So at the end of the day, Suge, I think you lose right there. Really, if the world really looks at Suge Knight, we can't take nothing from his accolades of the 90s. Really, 92 to about 90, 98. From 98 on to 2002, 3, that go to Reg. Reggie generated more money at Death Row than you did when you line up what you spent and what he spent. Yes, Death Row was there because you built it, but Death Row was only sustained and maintained because Reg, and forgive me, Reg, but fuck that. Reg put the fucking building in his name. If the building ain't in his name, ain't no motherfucking location. Reg went up in there and took their meetings because you was in jail. You couldn't do no business. They wasn't trusting you. And because Reg was managing the different projects the way he was managing them, and it was showing a gain in revenue, they continue to feed the fucking building. Without Reggie Wright Jr., that motherfucking build wouldn't have seen motherfucking 2000, and you know it, right? So, I guess we can say Red's little brother Joe motherfucking ass. Or was Red just being a brother to you and a
That's what
real
I call it.
dog?
But
I mean, that's what
he
I
tried to
call
say
it
I,
too.
I stole everything from him. So I said,
Nah, come on, get the
I
fuck out of
stole,
here.
then you my
Bro,
bitch.
bro,
Because
Reg, let's keep it
we don't
real.
live.
The build was in your name. The
Exactly.
publishing company's in your fucking name.
Yeah.
All kind of shit in your fucking name. Just to name a few. You could have definitely ran out of that motherfucker with a whole lot of money if you was a snake ass nigga. He couldn't have did nothing about it. Why? Let's do the math. Reg legally could have opted out. He legally could have went and did a big ass pub deal, right? And what is Suge gonna do to Reggie Wright Jr.? Because all he had to do is go on back and renew his shit, become law enforcement. His daddy is over there. He law Reggie really got the right to gun a motherfucker down. You come playing with him back in them days, you wouldn't have did shit. He mentioned why I didn't go to Buntry's funeral. I did hear him say that. Mob James, I got a lot of respect for you, and I mean zero, and I mean zero disrespect when I talk about this. Mob James said something that I felt he shouldn't have said, but he said it when he spoke on the murder of his brother, right? What's crazy about it is this. Suge, why did you stand in there in that funeral and talk like you was going to redeem Buntry's death when you knew damn well you were scared to death and it was your bitch ass because you gave Buntry that $1 million check that bounced and he slapped your ass up about it. You tried to appease him and have Reg go get a fucking SUV to give to him. That was in Reg's fucking name. I believe that vehicle was you, Reg. You went and did that shit, went and got that truck for him,
Yeah.
right?
To be honest, that happened before the $1 million check. But you're
Okay,
right. But you're
hold
right.
on.
Yeah.
And then he gave him a no. Then he gave him another check. Now this is what's weird. After you gave him the bunk check that bounced, and he whatever happened happened. You gave him another check. We all know that the second check wasn't gonna clear either. So the mystery is, if Buntry got that mad to put his hands on you once about you playing with his money, what might he have did the second time if the check bounced, which we know you went and stopped payment on the second check? Why would you stop payment on the second check as if this man ain't got a family? Whoever in control of his finances, that's their money because it's Buntry money, right? Suge, put that on your mama that you ever gave Buntry that money that was owed to him that you agreed to give to him. Put that on MOB and on your mama. May she rest in peace. If I haven't been up to death row numerous occasions. I can't even count I can't count how many times I've been up there. But I will tell you, and Reg knew this, nigga, you had 30 to 45 minutes of keeping me waiting. I was out. I'm out the gate. I wasn't finna sit around like a lot of them niggas 3, 4, 5 hours waiting on you. I wasn't gonna do it, nigga. You would call me. Wack, come back. Meet me at the spot. All right, meet me in, as you would call, White World, which is Hollywood. You know, Wack, I gotta go to V-Town. Roll with me to Vegas. No, nigga, no. I'ma holler at you when I get back because I told you I work Monday through Friday in my rigs. Got weekends off. I gotta spend time with my family, my kids. So if I make time to drive way to Beverly Hills and come holler at you about something and you ain't available, nigga, I'm out. Everybody knew that. Reg, you knew that. You wasn't finna catch Wack straggling around there on no weekday. Wack gone. Wack at work. Wack on the road. This is what's real, right? So I don't know why he lying about me burying his mother. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I ain't nothing to lie about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuck you gonna fuck around and make me go up to that funeral home. Cause I'm pretty sure they got all their records. I could go pull mines, but not only did I bury her, pay for the casket, the dress, the plot, shit, I had to call Reg to get directions to the Compton, whatever center that was, that I
Yeah,
had to rent out.
the transit center. Yeah.
I had to rent out for the repass. And at the time, I had a family who owned a restaurant in Glendale whose daughter cheerleaded with my daughter. I used them for the catering to feed your family. Why? Because you called and told me my hand is bad. I ain't even got attorney fees. My family is selling dinners to try to raise the money. It's a good look. Matter of fact, I even covered for you when TMZ went snooping around, and I think they called down there, and the mortuary home told them that Cass Jones of a Fifth Amendment at the time entertainment paid for the funeral, right? I even covered for you when they called asking me questions about that. So, I think he mentioned Ray J. He's saying Ray J's a failure. Well, shit. Ray J got multiple homes. His children are in private school. He just sold a business for shit. I don't know. He walked away with 60, 70 million off of that. I don't know what he's saying that these people are not successful. I mean, everybody's successful in the land of what they want to do. Music, I mean, for some people, yeah, it's a long haul. For most people, you use music as a stepping stone to do other things. It's not a long term thing. That's just what it is.
I feel like the last thing that he mentioned, Whack, which he tried to talk about your mom, and then he
Oh yeah,
said that
he said she's a
they named you
crackhead.
Cash because you were a trick baby or some shit
Okay,
like that.
yeah, okay. So he said my mom was a crackhead, and um, I was a trick baby. So me and my two brothers, we all have the same mother, same father. I'm the baby, motherfucker. I'm not the oldest. Now, let me let you get it right. My father was the crackhead. My mother sold crack. Let's get this shit right. Everybody tell you this, nigga. Mom's nigga moved key after key after key after key after key. But Reg, you know what was unique about it? She moved it dub for dub. You couldn't buy a quarter piece or a half ounce or an ounce from her.
She really made money doing it that way.
Dub for dub, literally. I never forget this shit. She had this big ass plate and it was just lined up full of dubs. And see, I was wondering how the fuck did she have the clientele? No, she had the clientele she had because all the smokers she went to school with them. So they would come by, and it wasn't a crack house type of environment. They come by, shoot the shit, talk about old times. They was able to pick which ones they want, and I never forget. She'd give them 3 dubs for 50. I never forget that was her discount. 3 for 50, you pick which one you want, right? And they would sit there, shoot the shit, talk about old times, and then they would leave. They didn't have to worry about getting robbed, beat up, no crazy shit, none of that shit. So all the smokers, she went to school with them. So everybody know from where I'm from. Whack Mama ain't never been a dope fiend. That was my father. Everybody knows my father, Robert Lee, or they called him the Cable Man, was a drug addict. He been clean since 94. Yes, he is the pastor. He been clean since 94, so that's 25, 31 years. Pop's well off in his 70s. Right now, see, Suge, we want to talk about mamas. Okay, well, shit. Who's your daddy? Your uncle or your daddy? I mean, you went there. You know, shit, you got to think about this is the man that laid my mother to rest. So the trucker, as you called me, had to bury the music mogul's mother with trucker and real estate money because I wasn't getting no, you know. Well, actually, I was. I was getting music money by the end, by the time she passed, right? So the trucker had to bury your mother, but we also know, we also know because you started this war. Your mama punked your daddy. Your daddy's a big old bitch. He don't even talk. Let's just keep it real. Just no disrespect, but you opened up Pandora's box. Maybe that's the reason why old Unc had to sneak through the back door and do what he was doing with your mama. I mean, sure, put that on your mama and mob Paru. What I'm saying ain't real. I mean, you open up these doors, my nigga. I'm sure I'm gonna get these calls. Reggie has been refraining from a lot of shit, which I know why, because he got powers to be as senior and other people around him that probably will look at him a certain way. But guess what? Wack know what he know too. So yes, my father was a crackhead. I can remember from age maybe 1984 to about 94, and then he been clean since then. He's still clean today. He's still alive and kicking. My mother, yes, she sold crack like a motherfucker, and everybody know it. So everybody in the city of Pacoima could attest to that. As far as Game and these guns, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I've never known Game to ever go to a criminal court about anything. I mean, he had civil court with 40 Glock, but Reg, unless you know something I don't know, I mean that shit would have been all in the tabloids, Google or some shit. I've never known Game to have a gun case, bro. I don't know what he's talking about. Me and Game got caught
Yeah,
doing
I didn't know. I didn't know what he was
too
talking
much
about
gun.
there.
I don't know
You
what
know, he
the
be
fuck.
hearing stuff from the crackhead YouTubers that ain't got shit to a pot to piss
Bro,
in.
I'm gonna be real. The only criminal case I've known Game to have is when he had a fight on the basketball court and he had to go to the county jail and do a week or two or some shit. That was maybe like, I don't know, 2010, 2011 or some shit. I've never heard of Game fighting a gun case. If he did, it was before my time. But me and Game have never had a case, a joint case. Like, shit, thinking about it, unless we've been on the tour bus or in the Sprinter, we don't even ride in the same vehicles. He drive his, I drive mine. So I don't know where he's getting this type of shit from. I don't know, but You know, Suge, um, let's talk about your little boyfriend on the yard. You do have a boyfriend. The correctional officers have already documented your little activities in there. What's your boyfriend? Little Spanish dude, right? Think about it, Suge. How you think Wack keep popping up with these photos of you inside a prison? Suge, listen, man. I'm trying to get the homie to talk about who gave him the tip on Lil Wayne's tour bus. Forgive me, Reggie, but fuck it. It is what it is. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about who gave the police the tip about Lil Wayne's tour bus when they pulled it over. I've been waiting for old Tata to come on out, open up his boxes. It's gonna get ugly, ugly then. But at the end of the day, you went to Donovan on a PC yard, right? The homie was there mainlining. He called me the day you went to classification and went PC. You volunteered to go PC. Ain't know who you are because you was a bigger celebrity the first time you went to prison. And everywhere you went there was mainline. This time, as soon as you hit Donovan, you went all the way PC. All the way.
What is he
Now,
talking about that your homeboy got airlifted out of there? Is that one of his made up lies?
airlifted out of where?
Said got stabbed on the yard, got airlifted out there to do whoever's supposedly telling you this stuff.
Uh, telling me what? He
About
talking
when
about,
he said somebody on the yard that's from your neighborhood got stabbed up and airlifted out
well,
of
Reggie,
Donovan.
you know that's not true because it's not an inmate that's telling me. You know that.
Exactly.
You know it's not an inmate. So, nigga, you making up some shit, right? Like, so I don't know what the fuck he talking about because the only thing, the only thing that just told me is if he did say that, for you to go investigate something or who said something must mean you know what they told us is real. Now I'm gonna let you know this information ain't coming from an inmate. Reggie, you know this ain't coming from an inmate. It's,
I
it,
was on
it,
the phone, so I heard it. So
yeah,
I know where
yeah,
it came from.
yeah. This ain't coming from a
And that
mother.
other nigga that his boy that loved him to death. I ain't gonna say his name on there, but a nigga that supports him was on the phone and he heard it as well.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He think everybody with him. He ain't knowing it's a bunch of niggas that know he didn't cut their throat. You know, everybody play the same game with Suge. They act like they don't know. They get whatever they trying to get at him. They trying to get an interview, whatever they trying to get. But ultimately, we all aligned on the same side. We know what everybody doing and not doing. But I mean, I hear this shit. It be like, is this? I'm still red. I think the nigga going. I think he losing his mind, bro.
Yeah, he mad at me because I said I think the medication that he's taking is fucking with him, but I don't
It is
care.
fucking with him. That motherfucking you know, I know it's a new day and age with that motherfucking with that, you know, with these viruses going on. But some of that medication will fuck with you, especially if you took too long to get on it and it caught up with you. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, karma's a motherfucker. As he said, you know, that Easy E. You said that. Easy was resting. Easy never did nothing to you. You said that. Oh, shit, there it go. And what I will say is, he ain't have it before he left. He caught everything he got going on right there in that prison yard.
Exactly, and it would have came out when he was in the county jail if he caught it if he had it from the
And when it
streets.
came out, that came out right there in that prison yard. That dude maintained all his weight all the way up until he started dealing with Mario Juan Juanitos Juarez Pocassos. Yeah. And I think he probably got a parquet butter plug, and there it go. But you know what you doing. You know. You know what you doing. And
You
we know
know,
what you
we
doing.
go. We know you know. Clown ass nigga.
This nigga right here
Yeah,
is out of his mind, bro. Like, it's crazy, man, because it's like, and I told somebody, I said, look, man, we don't take nothing from what he did in the 90s. What y'all gotta understand, we seen the doors close in the early 2000s. I watched him sleep on niggas' couches off Figueroa. You know, y'all gotta do the math. Y'all don't remember Suge got arrested for beating on a prostitute on Las Vegas Boulevard? Why would a music mogul be beating on a prostitute? Right? You know why? Because he was fake pimping, trying to make some money. He was doing all kind of desperate shit. We all know this. Nigga,
exactly.
I used to get the calls, hey, Wack, on some super low key, super low key shit. Can you put a nigga up in a Holiday Inn for a couple days?
Exactly.
Nigga, Irv Gotti, you begged Irv Gotti. Irv put you up in a room for a couple days. Like we all used to do it, nigga. We know your truth, bro. It is what it is. Nigga, they took everything from you. 0405 and shit was gone. Row never did shit. DAROW never did shit. You started that because they took Death Row. All of it. They took everything. It was gone, my nigga. You lost everything. That's what that is. Like this real shit. The last people to get something out of you was the few kids that you did create that fund for. You didn't do it for all of them because all of them ain't your kids, you know, but you know what that is. We still got that bet. We got that bet whenever you want to put it up that if you take a swab and he takes a swab, it's not going to come back right. Straight up. Now, why were you mad at Ray J? Fuck it. Let's put it out there. Little old Ray J, when Big Old Suge was at the height of his career, was fucking your bitch. Put that on your mama, Suge, that Ray J was not fucking your bitch. I'm not gonna say her name because I understand Reggie has a decent relationship with her. She's never done anything to me, right? She only gets pulled into things because somebody tied to her ain't learned how to close his fucking mouth because he don't know what the truth is. So I get it. But Suge, let's tell the people why you really mad at Ray J. You're really mad at Ray J because little old Ray J, as little as he was back then, and as big as you was at this time, times you went and ate your woman's vagina, there's a strong possibility that you tasted Ray Jizzle.
We're gonna end it there. Peace.